Hey everyone, Magic Man. It's got 40k here. 1 minute. There we go. So I just did this 2v2 with Iris, Steppy Lord. This guy had 4 heart symbols for his name. And we're playing on Tartarus Center. I haven't done a 2v2 in a long time. And this was my first match of the day. I didn't practice or anything like that. I didn't warm up. And I haven't done a 2v2 in a long while. I'm not a huge fan of this game mode because it requires a lot of teamwork and you rely heavily on your teammate. Anyways, I wanted to record this one because I thought it was pretty cool. And I just haven't done a 2v2 in a long time. So here we have Tao. This guy had 4 hearts for his name. And he's usually Necrons. I played with him a few times. And he beats me as Necrons. Really strong player. Everyone here has beat me at least 3 times, I would say. I think this guy beat me 3 times. Steppy Lord has beaten me, I want to say 5 times or more. I think he only plays Space Marines. And this is the host, Iris. Iris has beaten me as a... I do think Iris is one of the best Imperial Guard players out there. I played with him a couple times, and he plays Imperial Guard basically perfectly. And I do think it's one of the harder factions to play as. And then we have me as Chaos. I chose random. Now Chaos was when I first bought the game back in like 2020. Chaos was like the first faction I really put a lot of hours into. It was the one I was the most attracted to. So Chaos is the one I probably have the most hours on. Now I wouldn't call myself a Chaos player. It's just not my favorite faction. But I do think it's the one I do have the most hours on. Now when I play those mods, which adds like 100 things to the game, like 100 brand new units, I'm not a huge fan of like super chaos, if you want to call it. But I am a big fan of let's say super orcs or super space marines. So anyways, when it comes to chaos, I kind of prefer the normal version, not like the ones where they add like 100 units to the game. I kind of prefer the normal regular version of the game, the normal chaos. So yeah, 2v2. So I'm on the right side. The host is on the left side. You can see there's a pretty big gap between us. So it's going to be hard to... you can't really teamwork at the start of the game. If this guy gets in trouble, I can't really help him out. Because there's this big gap here. And then you have this big middle area, huge middle area. Million things you can do with this. You can get pretty creative. And then you got this huge area. This area is really nice because you can make it. You can make a huge. You can put as many buildings as you want. This can fit like, I want to say 30 buildings or more. You can really go ham with your buildings. Have a huge army here. So having this room is really nice. It's a nice size map. Now this is the map I usually practice on, so I am familiar with it. I usually practice. I warm up on this map. And yeah, that's pretty much the intro. So I woke up at like 3 a.m. and turned Dawn of War on, and every like 40 minutes or so, I would check to see if anyone was playing, and it took till like it took like 5 hours to find someone to play with. So, and every hour or so, I was watching like a YouTube documentary sort of thing. So, but yeah, every hour or so, I was just checking to see if there's someone to play with. So this happened around 8 a.m. During the sunrise, and yeah, I thought you would like this. Now, before I start, I do want to talk about myself a little bit. What I've been up to. So recently, I just started playing that VR chat thing, and I've been really enjoying it. Sometimes it really depends on who you're hanging out with, but if you find someone cool to hang out with, it's a total blast, and I've been playing that a lot. So if you don't see me making videos, usually I make a video and then I play VR chat for like, it's really easy to lose track of time, and you play it for like 4 hours, 5 hours. So that's usually what's been happening. I've been playing Dawn of War. I make a video, and then I play like VR chat for like a day, and then I go back to Dawn of War. The other thing I've been doing is I bought the newest Resident Evil game, and I beat it like 10 times. I've been having so much fun with it, and because it's such a amazing game, I decided to go back and just play all of them. Now, I don't have all of them, but they're having this anniversary sale, and I'm just having a total blast. And the multiplayer is actually pretty good, so I just been having a huge blast with that. So that's what I've been up to. That's basically, and I'm living in Ohio, and Ohio, one day it's like 80 outside, and you can run around and do stuff. You can get some workout. You can get some work done. And then the next day it'll be like 40 degrees, and you can't really do a whole lot without like a coat. You'll need like a coat. So I'm having this week where one day it's 80 out, and one day it's like 40 out. So sometimes I'm outside, but not really. So yeah, that's just been that's just how it's been. And yeah. So that's what I've been up to. That's just like a short summary. And yeah. What else is there to talk about? Oh, there was this big tournament recently. I haven't watched it, and I haven't really done anything with it, but I do know there was a Dawn of War tournament recently. If you look up Duzzy Muster, you'll see the newest Dawn of War tournament. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that. Alright, so I'm playing a 2v2 with probably one of the best Imperial Guard players out there. One of the best Necron players I met. And also Steppy Lord, who... I don't know if I ever beat this guy, I'll be honest. I don't know if I ever beat him once. So, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I guess we'll go for it. And this is a teamwork heavy map, so you'll see some teamwork here. And I think that's gonna do for the intro. And alright, let's get started. I'll be honest with you, this loaded up really quickly, and I didn't have time to make a plan. And it took me a minute to figure out I was Chaos. So, you saw me do nothing for like 10 seconds. That's me going, oh, I'm Chaos. And then I had to come up with some kind of plan. I knew the map. I knew we were playing on this map. I didn't know my spawn. I had no idea what my spawn was going to be.
We're here to serve, Master.
So here I make 4 builders. Maybe not the best idea. I was doing this turret.
We are chaos. Chaos is strong.
Now I knew I was fighting Tau, so I was thinking Vespids, stealth suits.
We are chaos.
This is like an anti-Vespid thing.
Strong.
The Vespids can still destroy it, but I wanted to get ready. And then this guy does basically the same thing. A little bit more aggressive though. I'm not a huge fan of turret rushing. It's just not fun. But if you have a turret like right here, I think that's fine. I don't like aggressive turrets. But, so I think this is a aggressive turret.
Our victory is assured.
So with this turret here, you can't really, oh, I guess he is getting his points.
We captured it.
I guess he has
for
three
chaos.
scouts? He must have 3 scouts. And my expensive opening, I only have this captured. I think that's it. So I haven't captured my map yet. So they're having like a scout war here. And then Tau shows up. I was really expecting Vespids or something. But he went for Fire Warrior spam. He's got Fire Warrior spam, which is pretty hard to deal with. So my commander is my only damage dealer right now. So I kill 1 Fire Warrior here. They're still having this scout off. 2 Fire Warriors down. And now this is a lot of damage. Now I make this turret here as a distraction. I wanted to see if he was paying attention or not. And he was. So this turret fails. But I don't really care if the builders die. It's whatever. You can kind of just throw away your builders as chaos. Now Space Marine's getting pushed back, which is kind of crazy. He lost the turret war, but he's still winning. So here I make a forward. Well, I guess this is my side of the map. Yeah, I would say this is my side of the map. It's hard to tell if this, but I make a forward listening post. And then I help out my teammate here a bit. They're still having this scout off. I think in a minute here, Steppy Lord does this massive tier 1 push. Oh, hi. Later. That was my dad. He's going to work. You might not be able to hear him because this has a like audio filter. So I just have my commander here, which isn't enough to win the game, and I know that this isn't strong enough to win the game with. And now we're having kind of this long range off. So this is a really tricky situation. Both our commanders are almost dead. We don't really have an army. And they have this big, massive... They're going all in tier 1. Now Chaos has a pretty... I don't know if it's the best tier 1, but it's pretty solid. So I think at this point I was like, I really need heavy bolters or something to stand a chance. So I know without heavy bolters there's no way I can win this. So here I run away. Try to get to my defenses. But they didn't fall for it. They didn't run to the defenses. Now Tau has all this vision. Let me turn it around. So Tau can see up to here. So now he's gonna have a really hard time capturing his map. And you can see my buildings here. So you can out vision me, if you would say it. And he's capturing the criticals. Now we did capture all the criticals, and I don't think he has it on the win condition. So capturing these criticals didn't matter in the end. I wasn't sure if the win condition was on or not, so I captured these. But from testing, it looks like it's not on. I wasn't sure if he had taken hold or any objectives, sort of thing like that. So here I was basically, I was really expecting stealth suits or something like that. So anyways, I really need hay bolters or something similar to deal with this. I think at this point I go rhinos. Another thing I just noticed is I didn't capture this until like a minute ago. So I just captured my map. And I'm capturing this right now. So here's a big tier 1 push, which is really strong. Tao's moving in a little bit. Once he gets the Shashui, Tao really becomes dangerous. They just need that one Shashui and they can really snowball. And Space Marines do really high building damage for some reason. So this is actually really scary right now. So you can see our armies are pretty tiny. And he does this big tier 1 push. And I was actually surprised because Commander cost power. That turret he did cost power. So I figured he couldn't afford a tier 1 army. That was my guess. He has like 5 squads here, which is crazy. Now at this point, I knew I can't win. He's got 5 squads, I have 2. There's basically no chance I win without some kind of... I really need some kind of nonsense to win. Some kind of like special power. And you can see this... Oh no, this got destroyed. I was gonna say, he hasn't captured this. You should know the map, it's the host. So now we have this kind of a scout thing where I don't know where he's at. I don't know where the Space Marine guy's at. And he's got 5 squads somewhere. And these scouts are really expensive too. So he's got 5 squads somewhere, so we're trying to figure out what his plan is. I think at this point we just go full economy, because we don't know what's going on. I can go ahead and fast forward a bit. I am tier 2 now, but I know I'm screwed.
Power is here.
Basically. Grey Knights. The host goes in. But there's no way one squad can kill 5. It's basically impossible. And I think he does have the Shashuis now. But yeah, I was surprised. No stealth suits. Nothing like that. No Tau Commander. So I make the Sorcerer mostly just for the detection. Very cheap detection. Pretty much it. Now I got the heavy bolters and the champions, so I can get some pretty insane damage. I can basically one-shot Space Marines with this damage. But it's 2 squads against 5, so I'm still not 100% sure if I can do anything. And if I lose these 2 squads, I'm definitely it's game over. If I lose those 2 squads, I am totally boned. Chaplain out. Now I can do like a slowdown stun. Here he flanks. And this is a very scary army. This is an army that can kill pretty much anything. He's got plasma, he's got bolters. Absolutely crazy, crazy army. Very powerful. Here I help out Defiler, just a little slowdown. I think he does have rocket launchers. You can see rocket launchers here, but he's not using them against my Defiler. I think he does make servo skulls here in a bit, and the servo skull is for stunning the vehicle. Now here, I do a little flank myself. I decided to copy it. And I was like, oh, flanking's a good idea. So I killed the pathfinders. My vehicle goes down. I'm still like pretty sure I can't fight Tau. There's no shot I can fight Tau. My army's just not strong enough. And here I get decapped, which is rude, I think. So now he's got anti-vehicle. And I need detection. I use my cultist here as a I'm trying to really figure out where these 5 squads are at, because it's really important. Where'd he go? How do you hide 5 squads? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It's hard. I can't really make a plan without knowing where he's at. So I got 2 defilers here. They have kind of a Emperor's Children look to it. Or maybe Iron Warriors. This could be Iron Warriors. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where these 5 squads are at. Like, where are they? And here I managed to run away from Tau. And I thought they would follow. I'm not sure why Tau just... He gave up on the chase. Tau really should have finished me off. Now Space Marine goes in. He's got rocket launchers and stuff, so he should be fine. And here he retreats. I'm not really sure why though. I think he could have won, to be honest. And you got these crew shavers too. So just a lot of teamwork going on. Here I kill the stealth suits. I managed to detect them. Down a squad goes. Each one of those is 80 points. So that's like 300 points I just killed. So that's not too bad. Now here I have like 1,000 resources. So I was like, oh, I should probably go tier 3. I can probably even go tier 4. Now here I see this really big army, and it's getting more and more dangerous by the minute. Now he's got a chaplain, and I'm like, man, I really don't have an answer for this. My only real answer is to get a bunch of Hell Talons and destroy his buildings, but I don't have any Hell Talons, so I'm in a real pickle. Oh yeah, I was gonna buy some demons as an anti-vehicle. I don't have any anti-vehicle right now. So if they vehicle spam, I'm really out of the loop. If they vehicle spam right now, I'm kind of screwed. So here, I kind of misclicked. So here I misclicked. I put my guys in the Rhino, and I wanted to protect my buildings. So I click here. I click like right here. And instead of taking the short path this way, they take the long path this way, which is the long way around. I don't know why they went the long way around, but that's just what happened. And I saw this guy, and I was like, oh, I can probably kill that. So I was like, yeah, sure, I guess I'll kill that real quick. But I wanted to go this way, which kind of lost me the game. You'll see here in a minute that these guys go in here, and these guys too, they follow me. So just a huge error on my point. And now it's kind of a mess. I'm going like tier 4, but I'm also losing everything. I lost like all my stuff. And again, they're going the long way around instead of the short way around. So that's some really nice pathing. And now you have a huge... I still think this is a tier 1 army. You can see just how massive this tier 1 army is. It's getting pretty out of hand. And I think at this point, Tau can really snowball if they want to. And here's some vehicles. And I don't have anything to stop that. And I'm losing my right side. So my front side's gone. And my right side's gone. So it's looking really bleak for me. Here I kind of attack Tau. Just because. I wasn't sure if Space Marine was going in or not, or helping me out. Like, I wasn't sure what was happening. And now Space Marine's inside my base, and I don't really have an answer for this. Stealth suits. Now I was expecting stealth suits the whole time, which is why I even made the sorcerer. But now I don't have an answer for them. So that's fun. I made a counter unit for a unit that just never showed up. So now it's getting really messy. So I donate basically all my resources because I'm like, yeah, I'm dead. I hit tier 4, but I can't make anything. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm dead. I managed to actually kill Tau, which surprised me. He had like 4 squads of fire warriors, and they're just gone. I don't know how you lose 4 squads of fire warriors, but it just kind of happened. So I think this guy just stopped paying attention, or I'm not sure what happened. But he's starting to lose everything. And I couldn't even make my anti-vehicle demons. So it's getting really... That one pathing mistake really screwed me up. I lost both squads to my commander. So you can see that's another fire warrior squad down, which is like the 8th one. And Tau should outrange everyone really, maybe except not Imperial Guard, but everyone except Imperial Guard. They should outrange. And I didn't know my teammate was tier 3. Oh, he's got the hounds. Good job. Got the hounds. So, Tau's tier 3. You can see that. Basically, everyone's tier 3. And Space Marines do pretty high building damage, so I knew my buildings were going to go down here in a bit. Oh yeah, I do have the slag. I don't know if I mentioned that. I got the slag. I made the slag instead of generators. So you'll notice I have like 3 generators, but I have the slag, which made up for it. Now here I attack this corner, which isn't really helpful, but I figured it was something. Now this building doesn't really matter, so I decided to skip it. I destroyed their tier 2 building, so Tau should be tier 1 again. And the vehicle factory got destroyed, so no more vehicles. At this point, Tau's not really a threat, but it was really odd. No Tau commander, no Vespids. It was just fire warrior spam and Pathfinders, and that was it. But there was a lot of them, you know. And again, more fire warriors. And fire warriors do one-shot demons, so it's not a bad choice at all. So you can see the 5 warriors died. And if he did go Kroot, he might have the armor upgrade. I don't see the ethereal, but he might have the ethereal too. I think we destroyed his buildings right before the ethereal came out. Nice hammer swing there. Just sent everybody flying. But you can see here I'm basically dead. Now he didn't destroy my barracks, so I can still make an army. So I decided, so I was like, alright, I guess I'll go capture the map.
At your command.
I don't need to capture the map, but I was like, I guess I might as well capture the map. Now Steppy Lord was being really fancy here. He had like 3 squads here. He had like 3 squads here. I think he also had like a bunch of vehicles here, like a bunch of yeah. He's attacking over here too. So he's basically attacking all 4 corners at once. So Steppy Lord, really fancy. He's also attacking me. Now again, those fire warriors would absolutely delete my demons if I don't kill them right away. So it's kind of a spooky moment for me. Now here I wasn't really controlling my army. I thought I was dead. You can see me donating resources. And once I donated all these resources, I seen the Land Raider. But I thought that was a pretty nice tier 3 battle. And dreadnoughts are still really hard to kill, even with rocket launchers. So you can see how strong this dreadnought is. It's killing these Terminators. Even with rocket launchers, they're very hard to kill. So you can see this, both Space Marine players were pretty much maxed out. Now here I run away because I really don't have anything. I can't even reinforce my units. I can't reinforce, I just don't have enough money. I need to capture more map before I can reinforce. And because I can't really fight, I decided to just capture the map. Which again doesn't really help out anyone, but oh well. And here the dreadnought was chasing this squad, and I had no answer for it. I had 0 answer for the dreadnought. But it stopped chasing me after a while. So I was like, oh, cool. I guess no one's stopping me. I guess I'll go attack something. So I decided to attack this, and I was like, all right, cool. I guess no one's even trying to stop me. There's no stealth suits either. Like a stealth suit would have stopped me, but no one's trying to stop me. And I used my hidden cultists to do some shenanigans. I figured my hidden cultists might be able to do something here. And here we basically called it. Now in the chat, there's a lot of chat going on. Steppy Lord says, you should have messaged me and told me you were losing. And I thought it was pretty obvious that Tao was dying. But yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying, and the Tao player agrees. You should have sent him a message saying, hey, I'm kind of dying here. But yeah. So these assault Terminators, as far as I can tell, they turn off any vehicle they hit. And as long as these guys are alive, you can't really use vehicles. They just turn off any vehicle they hit. I'm still not sure where those Croup Shapers went. I never figured out where those Croup Shapers went. But yeah, no one stopped my Obliterators. So I was just like, alright, I guess I'll take out these buildings. It's kind of funny, Tao and me were kind of in the same boat. We both had basically nothing. So I would say we were both in the same boat there. But yeah, that's the end of that one. I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe not the best 2v2 ever, but I thought it was pretty funny. Me and Tao both lost everything pretty much at the same time. And I decided to just copy Space Marines and do that whole flank thing. He had like 5 squads over here, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll try that. This whole running around the map and destroying buildings, I guess I'll do that. And that did work. I was really expecting a lot. I was expecting like Tau Commander. I was expecting. He almost had a Feral out. If you look at his at Tau, he almost had the Feral and the bodyguards out, which would have been a huge trouble. Oh yeah, another thing I did was I misclicked. I really thought I bought the demon upgrade with shoot fire. I thought this whole time I bought it and I was shooting fire, and I wasn't. So he's got like 20 snipers here, but whatever. It won him the game. He didn't really have a whole lot of anti-vehicle, so maybe if he would have dreadnoughted instead, maybe that would have been the answer. I think the land speeder Tempests were a good idea, flying around, and they can fly around and do damage. So this game is basically a puzzle. You have to make the right unit at the right time, and it's not easy. Even at the highest levels, it's not easy. And that's kind of why I gave up on story mode. The computer just does really weird stuff, and if you don't have the right unit at the right space, right spot, the computer just wins basically. So I don't really enjoy fighting the computer, not really. But yeah, basically this whole match, this whole 2v2, I was trying to get inside the head of the Tau player, and I couldn't do it. So I was like, oh, where's the Vespids at? Where's the Tau commander at? But yeah. And the sorcerer didn't really do anything. I didn't even use the energy ball attack. I didn't use any of the I didn't teleport him either. So the sorcerer didn't really do anything. But yeah, kind of a wild game. Because they did have 5 squads and we had like 2. If you go back to the 4-minute mark, we had we definitely could have lost 100%. My commander was in like the red, and Tau had like 4 squads ready to go. So we definitely could have lost if they just would have pushed. If they would have pushed at 4 minutes, I think we would have died. But yeah, really interesting match. They made this huge tier 1 army, and I was like, oh, I guess I should make rhinos or something. But then they made rhinos, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll make defilers then. And then they made anti-vehicles. So I was like, okay, they made anti-vehicle, I guess I'll go demons. And the demons kind of worked. They worked for a bit. And I ended up attacking spots that didn't really matter. This corner here didn't really matter, but I attacked it anyways. I ended up attacking parts of the map that just didn't really matter. So and yeah, in this squad of cultists, which I think is actually the first squad I made in the game. If you go back to the start of the video, this is the first squad I made. I think it survived the whole game, which is pretty crazy. It actually survived the entire game. But yeah, I don't have any builders. I really thought I was dead. I actually stopped playing for a couple minutes. I put the controller down. I was like, yep, I'm dead. He had rocket launchers, he had dreadnoughts. I thought I was dead. And no, he actually didn't finish me off. He could have. I think he could have finished me off and I would have been dead. But yeah. And because he didn't destroy these buildings, I could have my demons over here and they can do stuff. But yeah, that was a really interesting match. We were behind for a long time, and then somehow we ended up ahead, which you don't see too often. usually when you're behind on resources, you're just behind forever. So it's interesting that we ended up winning with less stuff. So yeah. He actually didn't capture this part of the map for a long time because of the fire warriors and stuff. So I do think he actually had less resources, which is kind of weird. Oh yeah, and they had the middle of the whole game too. They had the middle until the very end. So there we go. The host got the highest score. I got second place. I don't know how. I don't know how I got second place. I had 2 squads and that was it. So I'm not sure how I got second place there. And I had the least amount of resources. You can see there I had the least amount of resources. And Tao had a very low score there, which I'm surprised because he had enough damage to kill anything. He had a stupid amount of damage. One thing I did notice is he made Pathfinders and didn't use the ability, the target ability, the marked target. He didn't use that. So our Space Marines with like the 10 snipers, 149 kills, 33 deaths. Overall, pretty good kill death ratio. Me, 48 kills. I was only in like 2 fights, so I'm not even sure how I got 48 kills. I was only in like 2 fights that whole game. So I ended up getting a lot of deaths. Steppy Lord got 110 deaths. And Space Marines are pretty expensive, so 110 deaths is not good. I think attacking all 4 corners at once was probably why he lost. That's my 2 cents. Spreading your army out. He was attacking the whole map at once. I think that's maybe why he lost. And Tao got 33 kills, 80 deaths, which is actually really hard to do as Tao. I do think Tao is probably one of, if not the best faction in the game. They just delete anything they look at. So it's actually pretty hard to lose as Tao, I would say. They just delete everything they touch. He did make crew hounds, which is a tier 3 unit. So you can see there I had 20 buildings destroyed, but Steppy Lord also had 20 buildings destroyed. Yeah. And you can see here, if we look at army size, over here, our army was a lot smaller. We had 20 less guys. So we had 2 less squads than the other team. The team we were fighting. So somehow we won with way less army. And less resources too, really. So we won with a huge disadvantage, I would say. And then I did some trading. Looks like Tao didn't trade at all. I'm not sure if Tao trading would have done anything, because it was already too late. Yeah, I'm not sure if Tao trading would have saved the day or not. It looks like the host had the most upgrades. I'm not sure why he would buy upgrades when you have little to no army. And scouts don't really benefit off of the health upgrade and the damage upgrade. Not really. So I'm not even sure why you would upgrade your guys. It makes sense to upgrade the commanders. If you want to upgrade your commanders, that makes sense. But upgrading the scouts don't really make sense. Oh yeah, I actually didn't buy any upgrades from the armory. I just totally forgot. I made heavy bolters, then the rhino, and then I forgot the buy any upgrades. So my Chaos Marines weren't upgraded at all, and I didn't have time to upgrade my commanders. My buildings got destroyed before I could do it. So yeah, so basically my whole army was not upgraded. I did buy the grenade ability and the heavy bolters, and that was pretty much it. So I would say my army was a lot weaker because they had more upgrades. How many upgrades did Tau have? 7. So yeah, I would say their army was a lot more powerful than mine. But yeah, that's the end of that one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I kind of rambled on towards the end. But yeah, hopefully you liked this one. Thanks for watching. I don't know when the next video will be. I kind of want to go back to VR chat and everything. But yeah. I do think VR chat is kind of a cesspool. But once in a while you do get lucky and have a good time. But it is mostly a cesspool. So that's just a warning. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.